Many of us have hoped Congress would make it harder to buy guns. For years now, tragedy after tragedy, we've been disappointed. Then last Thursday, we finally got a bill, but not the bill we wanted, not even close. Incredibly, the House passed a measure making it easier, not harder, for severely mentally ill military veterans like Esteban Santiago to own and buy even high-capacity assault weapons. Perhaps you remember Santiago. 2 months ago, the 26-year-old Army vet, a schizophrenic, his lawyers say, opened fire on the Fort Lauderdale-Hollywood International Airport, killing 5 and wounding 6. He'd previously told the FBI that ISIS controlled his mind. He was hearing voices. The FBI was so concerned it confiscated his gun and ordered a mental health evaluation. Authorities in his home state of Alaska got him the evaluation, but said he was entitled to retrieve his 9mm pistol because he was not, quote, adjudicated mentally ill by a court. Federal law currently prohibits the mentally ill from possessing weapons, but only if they have been so adjudicated. That's scary enough. The new legislation, it prevents the Veterans Administration's normal practice of adding to the gun background check system vets deemed mentally incompetent, about 170,000 of them, including 19,000 with schizophrenia like Santiago. Bill backers claim it's all about removing the stigma from mentally ill vets as dangerous. But Florida Congressman Alcee Hastings, a Democrat who represents Fort Lauderdale, doesn't buy it. Neither do retired generals David Petraeus, Michael Hayden, and Stanley McChrystal. They call the bill irresponsible and life-threatening and pointed to the suicide epidemic among vets. An average of 20 veterans took their own life every single day in 2014. 2/3 of them used guns. You know, nobody wants to stigmatize those with mental illness or veterans. The overwhelming majority of both are upstanding, law-abiding, responsible, and peaceful Americans. Again, the goal is not to stigmatize, but rather to protect. When the VA, in the midst of a suicide crisis, finds that a veteran is seriously mentally incapacitated, how can anyone argue that loading such a person up with lethal weapons is a good idea? No surprise, the deep-pocketed NRA thinks that's just fine. They supported the bill, now they want a similar one passed in the Senate, and if recent history is any guide, they'll get just what they want yet again. What do you think? Email us, tweet us, share your thoughts.